Welcome to another video episode on my Raspberry Pi 1 running Raspbian Linux and connected to serial cable via serial Pi Plus, network cable for VNC and band cable for breadboard, which I show you shortly. Also Raspberry Pi camera, or RaspberryCam for short, for streaming video with a few seconds delay. And it all watches to this breadboard with currently 3 projects, 1 active. So I2C, SPI and SPI, and this one is currently active. This one is SPI, this analog to digital conversion, which goes that way. This one is digital to analog conversion, which goes this way, so from the Raspberry Pi to the chip. And this chip has 2 digital to analog conversions. It works with SPI, serial peripheral interface, but a catch is that this is 3-wire, which means that input and output are over 1 wire combined, and therefore it is half duplex. Full SPI, well, this SPI is full duplex, input and output, and this one is combined, like I said. It is supposed to control this LED. And these probes are detecting or showing, and so detecting clock data and chip select, carry select, actually CS bar. Bar means there's in schematics a bar written over it, which means it's inverted. So 0 becomes 1, 1 becomes 0. And last time I found that I had some problems not only making a transfer of data, but also that for some reason it doesn't actually recognize the chip where it's going to. And since I am using the same library as I did for this one, I tried it on this one as well again, and to my disappointment it did exactly the same. It did not detect the device anymore. So for now I have removed, well, not really removed, but disconnected the SPI from this chip. Everything is connected here, so I should be able to work it. Is that all for now? Yes, it is all. So let's see, because I can't do anything with this one yet. Let's see how the software is going. Let's take a look at the screencast. So, different view, different camera, obviously. And this is the streaming, and it is not, well, yeah, how can I put it? It is on top of this because, as you saw on the introduction, during the introduction, that the Raspberry Pi is kind of backwards to the to this place. I could move it, of course, and maybe I should move it so it gets a full view. Why didn't I think of that earlier? I will probably do later on. Anyway, this is the chipset where it's all about, and band cable, of course, some wiring, probes, and this cable is the ground cable, because without it the signal on the oscilloscope is, let's say, not really what you want to see. Not a straight line, but yeah, how to describe it, quite fuzzy, and this eliminates the fuzziness when it's by connecting it to ground. Serial cable, but not for this experiment. That is this cable. Anyway, last time I had a problem with this as well, invalid argument. So I took a look at well, the spidev website, and it says, alright, write a list to, well, that is for this command, transaction, SPI transaction, chip select, should be released, etc. But how to work it? Well, list of values, alright. Then between square brackets, speed, delay, and bits per word. So if you have just one value, no square brackets are needed. So in the example that I used earlier, it was every time, and let me show you. So right here, this is what I took. Well, not the value, but the way it's written. Everything is, every time it is written between square brackets, between round brackets. But according to this website, with one value, leave out two square brackets. I haven't tested that yet. So let me save this, run again. What, and then hopefully here I see something nice, because last time before recording, not last time, but yeah, right before recording, I got some weird stuff here as well. So let's go. In fact, oh right, yeah, okay. Now the syntax is correct. Must be list, not int. Really? List of values. Well, okay, so I put more values in. No, not here. So 3 inch. Invalid syntax. No, really. Okay, so apparently a list of value, well, one can be a list. So square brackets apparently needed. Speed in hertz, delay in microseconds. Okay, let's follow then this way, and no, not here, here, and say, alright, square brackets it is, then, after all. I have a speed. However, if I look at, let me open it here. This was called the GPIO SPI dev from the other project. Yeah, right here. So going down the same way, and then let me see, where does it send it? Right here. So where does it say speed in hertz? List of values, speed in hertz. Okay. I don't see any speed in hertz. Nowhere. So where to do it? How to do it? Then we take it like this then. It's already speed in hertz there. So something like this then? I don't know. It's quite a fuzzy. Oh, by the way, this, let me put it, well, transfer 1 or transfer 2. They are exactly the same in arguments. So it doesn't matter. It should not matter. Let me just try. Invalid argument again. Okay, wait. Just another thought. Must be list, not int. This is not making any sense to me. So it says, alright, you need speed, but where's the speed here? This is not using speed. Argument 1 apparently, and argument 2 apparently. But that's all there is. So and this is just trying on again, like usual. Okay, let me make it a 0. Because this is 1. This is something, and this is 0. So something like this then. Try again. Invalid argument, no kidding. Okay, have to find out a try more. Why is this working and why is this not working? I still haven't solved the problem, but I encountered something else. Last time I figured out that a possible solution was changing from Python 2.7 to Python 3. So what I did was adding round brackets to every print statement. Just now I realized that I was not using the editor of Python 3 but the editor of Python 2. So I replaced it and closed the old editor, opened the editor for Python 3. However, I kept running it from this window and then realized, okay, then I have to use Python 3 instead. Guess what happens? It doesn't know wiring pi. While on Python 2 it does know it. So I have to change back to Python 2 and revert all print statements. How to mess up things. New window. Yep, this is Python 2 editor. This one. Then where do I print? Here. And here. So, hoping that I now covered everything. Yes, I think so. So, that's one thing. And I also put here a list. Yes, this is the Dutch translation of list. Lijst pronounced. And this is what I got from this example here. So let me go up and then it says where did I see it? To send. Well, to send you have then a list of values which is apparently written like this, also in hexadecimal, that is, in bytes, by the way. List of values, and then so you get here list of values and then list of values. Alright. But so I did here and it says invalid argument. So far it gets a bit sad. And it is in singular, invalid argument, not invalid arguments. So whatever is happening, I still do not get it. And of course I can put it out and run. But I of course then do not get any signal here, although should I, because I open a channel. Nothing happening. So whatever it is, I still haven't beaten the problem. And things aren't getting any easier. Okay, let me first show something else. I have pulled the Raspberry Pi closer to the edge so you get a much better view. It's high resolution and you can see a lot better. Apart from that, yeah, it still should be working. I have made some tests. I've done some tests, and including this one, copying straight from here, giving no result. Then back here. So this is one. As you can see, SPI development documentation in PDF, and it says, alright, if you want to do something, simple output, and I will trust that it is working. Response is SPI.transfer to, and everything, even one single byte between square brackets, between round brackets. Time.sleep 0.1, 1/10 of a second. Back to the other one. No, not that one, that one. No, come on, here. Yeah, this is the right one. Alright, so this is the one that really puzzles me, and mind you, this is SPI development documentation from Python Software Foundation. So you may expect that this is correct, and yet it contradicts the other one, because here it says list of values, and then between square brackets this. So if I read this wrong, you have a list of values and then all of this, except for the fact that here is a comma. So if this is a list of values, then this comma is not correct. If this is a list of values and this is optional, then the square bracket should have been smaller than, larger than, because that is what the norm is, and has been, like the old-fashioned BCNF formattation. Everything between those pointed brackets is optional, and this is not such a thing. So this doesn't say either this or that, or this anyway and that is optional. So this is very confusing. Back here, I've put this at maximum value, 1 byte. So this means this is 255, FF 255. Pronounced correctly, 255, not 2 comma or point or whatever, 255. So let's run, and let's forget about this one. Go. There you go, infinite argument. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I have here still that list. Which is also, let me put list in here. Nope, not a non-integer or long value in arguments. You've got to be kidding. So how has the other one got to work anyway? It did work. It does work. This is really strange. Contradicting examples, contradicting documentation. And really crazy. Except for this is nicely working, but I can't show you a burning LED yet. And this is of course the other view. So the LED is right here. This one. But it's all of no value if this doesn't work. So, how to go on? That's a very good question. But I don't have an answer yet. Alright, because of these problems, and you can see that I have made some more attempts, I have decided to reactivate this one and run its code. So, as you see, if things really do work, because by now I am starting to doubt things. So let's go with it. And yeah, then oh stop. Then this is already doubtful. But so be it. I think, by the way, that considering the number of devices that I have, being 2 light dependent resistors, a resistor and an LDR, that those are the 4 objects here. And maybe a little bit better view here. So this is the LDR, another LDR, and DC. All connected now. So let's see whatever gives on the and now looking at the oscilloscope. Waiting for some signals. Apparently this was the best one. And then holding up here. And the only thing is that I don't see any value whatsoever. Everything is 0, which really doesn't make sense. So if I take out the max 522, what happens? Nothing. Fact is, it did work. And it is sending over signals. That's one thing that is very clear from the oscilloscope. There's no error, so it does absolutely work. Okay. So, when this code is working. So why doesn't this code? Right, let's try one more time, removing the square brackets, but it will be to no avail. Must be list, not int. Alright. No, that must be the other one. So this makes a list, but it's an invalid argument. If I make this instead of hexadecimal 255. Yeah, right. Alright, I guess that's it for now. I'll have to try further. This is no good. Right, thanks for watching. As you can see, this is reconnected. Well, that the results are doing nothing. I guess that is because I have both connected, and I might do something different in the code. Then the Raspberry Pi 1 pulled closer, and therefore via VLC giving a better view in the streaming video. So, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, give the video a thumbs up, leave a comment or suggestion. Also, you can follow me via Instagram and Twitter. Please donate to keep the blog ongoing, to show your support. And you can also become a patron and have your name list mentioned as a supporter on my website, but also depending on your pledge with my videos. This is obviously going to be continued. So for now, once again, thank you for watching, and bye bye.